So here is a behind the scenes of my creative process producing a song. And what better song to actually show you that process than with our song? So yesterday I worked on putting the lyrics into the melody that had been crafted over the course of a month. It was a bit tough and I struggled a little bit, but finally got it. You can see a little bit of my process here. Not too neat, but eventually I got the lyrics that I felt really fit, and all of the stuff that's happening, that's really the stuff that's been going through my head. So it really is kind of focusing on this moment in time and what I imagine could be a positive result of all of this. So the next step after we have the lyrics and the melody kind of figured out is just to jump right into the recording and the production. So I'm really excited to bring you along in this process so you can see how I do this. So the first step is to lay down a rhythm track, something that creates the foundation that everything else is built up on. So for me, I like to do that with shakers. It really fits for my kind of music, and I actually set this up already just now. So that's our shaker track, and now we're going to lay down the piano. Now before I move forward into doing any guitars or any of the vocals, I want to really kind of build out the rhythm section, especially because this rhythm section is going to have lots of different parts to it, each part attributed to one of you guys. So for this, I worked with a tool called Stylus RMX, which allows me to build loops and to really pull all of these different elements together. So I'm just going to start doing that. I'm going to show you little bits and pieces of this, because it's kind of a long process. It's a lot of trial and error and listening to different ones and mixing them all together and then finding the ones that I like. It's a lot of just searching and listening to how things compare and mix together. Okay, so now we've got like kind of a rhythm section starting to take shape, and I always like to add like a lower pad sound underneath everything I'm doing. It kind of fills everything out, and I just love the feel of it. And now there's a second pad that I want to add in just on the choruses. It kind of has a dun, 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 kind of pulsing, which is going to add some extra movement and more body to the chorus sections. So here we go. And now we pull out the microphones and the real fun stuff starts. Break snack time. In other news, Jose Luis had his very first s'mores last night, which was a big moment for me to be able to share the fine American tradition of the s'more with Mr. Jose. So, quick break time, then we're back to it. Okay, now for some guitar. I like to do lots of guitar tracks, specifically strumming and picking mixed with diamonds, which you'll see what those are. So, strum track number 1. Here we go. it is time for the first vocal, the main vocal. Wish me luck. And I watch, and I listen, and I learn, and I give, and I change, and the pieces fall in place. Okay, so it's the next day, another true to the behind the scenes. Right after I finished the main vocal, the memory card on the camera completely filled up, all 128 gigabytes of it. And to get that data off of the card onto the computer takes about 2 hours, and that happened at around 9. So that was the end of that for the evening. I was able to record a few more vocals after that, but here we are the next day, and we're going to finish these vocals right now. Okay, all finished. We finished all the tracking. I did multiple passes of the vocals to create a really kind of rich, layered sound. And now I'm ready to move into the mixing and mastering stage. Those stages I figure it would be nice to leave for a future behind the scenes video. And so I'm gonna get crack-a-lackin' on this so I can bounce it out and send your song to you guys. I can see you.